The pressures of trading, the pressures of taking a trade, the pressures of doing well in trading, it can be a lot. And I feel like that affects how people trade a lot of times, including myself as well. Recently, I haven't really been taking trades normally. Anyway, I've been practicing a lot, I've been back testing a lot. So it's kind of frustrating where you're just not able to take trades. So if we go and look at my account, you'll see I have not taken a trade since last week, right? Still have my account open though, because we're still looking to see if we can take a trade tonight or not. Um, but there's no guarantee that I'll be able to get what I want, right? And I think we have to start thinking about how that's okay, right? Not every time that you come into the market, you should be taking a trade. You can be doing other things trading related during your designated time. So for me, I was paper trading gold. We took two trades today, one winner, one loser, right? And something that I've been noticing too, because I was back testing earlier today, is that I tend to have my entries too early. A lot of times I can have winning trades, but I take my entries way too early. So the reason why I'm not taking a trade today on MNQ is because it's not where I want it to be, right? Where do I want it to be? I would like for it, you can see I have my alert set right here. We'll probably just pause them for now though. Um, Value area lows, right? Which is this white line here. That's where I want it to be. So yes, could I have taken it off of VWAP here? Absolutely, I could have, right? But that's not my proper setup. That's not giving me proper risk to reward how I wanted it to be, right? If we come back on replay here, you'll see that at the time, this was not value area low, it was point of control. So in the past, that's only like a couple days ago, I probably would look to take something here, right? If we showed good confirmation through this area here with high volume. So maybe this candle I might have taken that, but the volume isn't as high as I would like it to be. But maybe that is something that I would have taken, and we'd just be looking for here. But you can see that's only 10 points. Where's my stop loss? My stop loss is 20 points. So it's not worth it for me to take that. And I'm glad that I did not take this trade, even though it continued higher, right? So the pressures of trading, it can be hard, especially too if you're in a situation where you need the money, right? Like myself. um, Especially too, like if you have multiple funded accounts, the temptation to copy trade every single one of them is there, right? Oh, if I make $200 on, for myself personally, I have four funded accounts. Four accounts, that's $800. If I do that five times, that's $4,000. Like it starts running through your minds. Like you take 50% of that, it's $2,000. That pays for rent. That pays for a lot of bills that you have throughout the month. It's like, wow, I can do it. But then that pressure gets to you. There have been so many times where I've been trading where I'm like, I literally don't know what I'm doing anymore because the emotions are all over the place. Like it's clouding my judgment in order to be able to react and respond the way that I need to whenever I'm trading. So it's real. The pressure of trading is hard. When I was taking this trade on gold, you know what I was doing? I literally went to go take a shower. I was, in the kitchen. I was looking at my rabbit running with my girlfriend. Like, I was on my phone watching food reviews. You know why? Because it's a paper trade. There's no money involved. There's nothing here that is telling me, oh my gosh, like, your money's at stake, or you could end up winning a lot of money. It's like there was nothing there at all. It was just a practice trade, right? We ended up taking two trades. And when I lost the first one, I was like, let me just see what I can learn. What did I do wrong, right? If I did anything wrong at all. Not every single trade that you take, you do something wrong. So that's kind of what I wanted to review is like, all right, did I take it too early? Which yes, I did end up taking it too early. If we look back on gold, let's come back here. We ended up taking our first trade. I just entered five contracts because I was just like, let me just go on five contracts here. First trade was at 741, right? So we ended up coming in at this candle here. Why is it that we came in at this candle here? it looked like we were bouncing off value area lows. I saw this continuation here. Cool, we set a limit order at this point of control area and came down and it hit it, right? But where did we set our stop loss? I set our stop loss right here at 379, I think 379.9, right? Why is that? Because in reality, my stop loss could have just been right here below this pivot point here. And I set it just a little bit below that, right? So it sought me out. But what I should have done was wait for high volume reaction, right? I'm all about trading volume price analysis with a volume profile. So here, we're at the value area lows. We're starting to get to that point where we're getting into that low volume node area, right? Price always wants to come back to the point of control, so you want to see how it reacts. This is huge buying climax right here. Look at that volume compared to the rest that we've had in the past 40 minutes or so, right? Huge buying climax down here, off value area lows, right? Good, nice, quick rejection. And then here, a wick showing that there's still some buying pressure. Now, when I came back and decided to get back into this trade, you can see we came back in at that candle, right? 802. Where was our stop loss for this one? Our stop loss for this one was right here, right? Below this pivot point. Because I know if we're heading lower than that, then I've lost the trade. And that's how all of my stop losses need to be. It needs to be a point where it's like, if we start heading lower, we've lost. This first one, we did get stopped out, but there's no key indicator where it was like, okay, if we get stopped out here, we've lost, right? And that's why it was completely valid to take another trade. If I was trading for real, I should be okay taking another trade here because what did I do? I entered too early, right? So what happened after that? Obviously, you can see what happened after that. And we took profit here. So we took profit, which is also another key point. We took profit, first one, 387.3. I had it a bit higher at first because I thought we could have gotten to this point, 388.6, but we never did. So I set it just a little bit lower, 5 contracts, and then we let one run. All right, we didn't let it run too far though. In fact, it came back down and stopped us out. But we gave it the opportunity to run up to these highs. It never did. We ended up taking our profit and we're done. Right? That would be it for me on the day. $58 day, one win, one loss. So we learned from it, right? But again, it's paper trading. If I was trading this for real, would I have the confidence to enter again? Would I go into tilt? Would I say, hey, you know what? Like, I'm just going to risk it all here just because I hate losing, right? The pressures of trading can really get to you to that point where you're like, okay, I need to just make money now. I see so many people online doing really well, like doing great. They're making really good money here. Um, I saw a guy, I mean, he's very relatable to me. He's a nurse. I'm a physical therapist. We both work in the hospital. I think he works in the ED or the emergency department. I never go to the emergency department, but I do work on the floor, right, in the acute care. I do some outpatient too. Um, and he was struggling to get his first payout back in January. Since then, since February on till now, he's made, I can't remember what he said, but like 40 something thousand dollars, which is insane, right? And I asked him, what changed? He was like, honestly, just like no pressure, just like not being afraid about losing, not being afraid if price hits my stop loss. And right now, with me trading, I'm still not there. I remember the last trade that I took before I've been on this like mini hiatus. Let's actually go back and look how much I lost that day. But I lost $217. I was afraid to lose more than $200. It's within my buffer. My buffer is $225. I was afraid to lose. I was afraid to lose, right? So that's kind of where it's like, once I get over that, once I can treat this trade that I took on gold, where I just did not care about it whatsoever, where I was like, yeah, let me just learn, let me see, go take a shower while the trade is happening. Once I'm able to do that, without fear or anxiety or having to feel like I need to constantly look at the market. If I'm able to do that at some point, then I will be successful. So, um, yeah, that's the pressures of trading. Right now, we're actually looking to see if we can get a setup. Um, Value area low is down here as well. I don't know if I'll take this trade tonight. If I do, there'll be another upload because I don't know how to edit. Maybe we can edit this video then into two. If I do end up taking a trade tonight, but that's um that's basically what I wanted to talk about today, is just the pressures of trading. You know, we have to get to the point where even if we need the money, even if we're struggling financially, right? Even if we have this ego that we want to win every trade, we can't let the pressure get to us. So much so to the point that it clouds our judgment, that we're not able to read the market anymore, that everything that we've learned about how we're supposed to trade is thrown out the window. All of our rules, we break them. Like, we should not be getting to that point. We need to get to that point of saying, hey, trading is just another tool for us to make money. We're going to take our setup as they come. We're not going to feel pressured into taking a trade when we need to take a trade, or when we don't need to take a trade, right? We're just going to take the trades that come to us. It's kind of like a basketball player. I say a lot of sports analogies, so if you like sports, let me know. Um, but as a basketball player, when I used to play basketball, one of the things I used to hear all the time from really good players, such as like Kobe and even Allen Iverson, is let the game come to you, you know? And as a player growing up, I didn't really understand that until I got older. But sometimes, if you're out there and you're ball hogging, you're trying to force shots, it's like you're not allowing the game to do what it needs to do in order to make you successful, right? And it's the same thing in trading too. Like, if I were to take a trade right now, would it be in my best interest to do so, right? So we did see high volume here on VWAP, but should I take that right now? Should I say, you know what, that's good risk to reward for me, right? Stop loss here below this pivot point, and then here target 1 to 1, right? Is that good enough for me? Or do I know from my back testing, and do I know that I normally enter trades way too early? Yes, I do. So I'm not taking this at all. I don't feel pressured to do so, even though I haven't traded on my funded account in a few days. I don't feel pressured to do so, right? Because I'm allowing the game to come to me. Doesn't guarantee success. It doesn't guarantee that I'll win. Um, but I'm doing what feels right to me, for me mentally, and how I'm supposed to trade. So, anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Hopefully, your Monday has gotten off to an awesome start through the week. Um, we'll see if we end up taking a trade tonight. If I do, then maybe we'll cut back to this point right here where I'm like, hey guys, took a trade. But I have been practicing a lot of gold. I don't want to um, actually trade gold until I have gotten to the point where I feel comfortable with back testing and seeing how it moves, because obviously you can see it moves a lot more than NQ does, right? Look at all this chop we had for NQ. So I do like the way gold moves. It moves a lot faster, especially for Asian session. I think during the day, during New York session, I would never trade gold. NQ moves fast enough. Um, but I do like seeing that. And we just finished back testing all of June, or I think I have one more day in June, June 30th, which kind of leads into July 1st because it's Asian session. So we have back tested most of, if not all of June. So next is back testing all of gold for June as well, and just seeing how it moves as of late, seeing if we're able to take advantage of how the price action is, and then just kind of going from there. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video today. Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully, you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically. We'll see if we cut back to this if I learn how to edit, but I doubt it. So, see you guys in the next video. I'm back. I thought I was going to not trade tonight, but I did end up getting a really good trade. So I don't know if this is going to be a separate video. If it is, welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Victor from Trading Stoically, and we're gonna go over this trade recap. If it's not, it's just gonna be tacked on to the end. I'm gonna figure out how to join those videos together because I am not good with editing at all. So probably just was slapped on at the end of the last video. Um, but we did end up getting a really good trade here. And we hit our target too, which is really good. So I probably should have taken off more at the top and just kept one, but because we added two here, we just took off two around that same point, right? So a free trade there. But let's go over why we took this trade. So we ended up getting in around 8:34. It's pretty late right now. It's about 11 p.m. at night. Um, but I took the trade around 8:34, so let's go on replay around that time period. You can see here, at this point, this is exactly what I was looking for, and this is what I was just saying several minutes ago in the video, if it's the same one, is that I was waiting for it to come down. I always enter too early. I could have entered here, but it would have been too early. I needed some confirmation that we were bouncing off these value area lows. My bias was bullish, so we need to wait and get buys off of bounces off of this area, which we clearly got high volume here. Entered on this next candle here, limit order, perfect, and then you can see how it ran. I did also add, right, as we were heading up, I added three to start. Our stop loss was set, I believe it was set below this pivot point right here initially, right? And then we added some more, um, added one here at 8:46, added another one here, 8:48, another one here, 8:50, another one here, 8:53, and then another one here at, um, oh shoot, I said 8. I meant 9. This is 9. Sorry, I can't count right now. So 9, whatever I said, and then this one was at 10:13, just to add a couple more once we got that confirmation higher, right? So I ended up taking off most of them at this level here. Again, the two that I added here, I was just kind of looking to see where they go. Just kind of set it to break even at that time. Got a couple dollars from there, nothing crazy for a $200 day. So the trade went really well. I'm really happy with it, as you can see too. It took some time, but we did end up exploding. And where did we go to? Value area highs. So if you wanted to short, if you thought we were short, this is where you'd be looking to short, right? I wouldn't have taken a short there because again, my bias was bullish. Um, and now we're here again. So I'm glad that that trade worked out. It was a really good trade. It's our first trade in a while, right? I'm glad we came back with a winning day. So as you can see here, it's been a lot of up and down, up and down. I'm kind of in this break-even stage of trading, but because of that, I know that we're gonna explode once we finally start getting things down. So happy with the back testing, happy with how things have been going. And then lastly, we are now eligible for another payout. Now, obviously, I only have $180 in the balance. But if you count, it's one here, two, three, four, and then one more, five here. So now eligible for another payout. So cool. I remember when I just wanted to get to that point, my first funded account, but I ended up blowing it. So we're here again. Let's build up the balance. Let's see if we can bring this balance up to $2,000. Maybe we'll take $1,000 payout, but we're still a long way to go. You know, I really want to see green for a lot of this calendar for July, but at the same time, it's not really about seeing green. It's just about trading well. If I can trade well, then that's the most important thing. So even if it's filled with red, as long as I'm trading well, I don't care. So really happy with today's trade. Really happy with how things have gone. And it was a good trade. So yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys are trading well. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one and keep trading stoically. And this is the end of the video for real this time, if I tacked it on. If not, this is a really short video to complement the last one. I'll see you guys later.